welcome back to Gigi's Attic, where we're going to learn all about crafting, especially knit and crochet. But today I have a yarn haul and just an overall crafts haul because some of the stuff is not just yarn. But anyway, I digress. So over the past week to week and a half, I've gotten some pretty impressive amounts of yarn, even though I had said that I wasn't going to be showing any yarn hauls until my craft room was ready. Some things just fell into my lap here. So we went out of town last Thursday, and I stopped by Goodwill shops, and I love going to Goodwills especially for craft items, and I found some pretty impressive amounts of yarn. Didn't get all of it, I only got some of it. I have some pretty particular yarn tests that I have to do whenever I'm getting previously loved yarn. And then my husband found a huge lot of yarn on Facebook for someone that was clearing out a stash. And so between those two things, I have a lot of yarn to show. And so I'm all excited to show that to you. So here we go. Let me see if there's any yarn in this bag. Otherwise, I'm going to do this bag last because this is not yarn. This is something else extra uber fun. But we'll get there in a minute. So first, at Goodwill, I got this bag of yarn, and it is Yarns Brunswick American Quality Yarns, Alaska, 80% acrylic, 20% nylon, made in the USA. I have no idea. It looks like, based on the price tag on here, it's probably a pretty old brand or a pretty old ball of yarn. But check it out. Look how awesome that yarn is. It's like a pretty light pink, and it's got some little fuzzies on it. It's just and it's soft. It's very soft. So, and it passed my tests, which are: number 1, does it seem to be intact? Number 2, does it seem to be enough for a decent sized project? And number 3, the smell test. If it was from a smoker's home, a dirty home, or a pet owner's home, you can smell it. And this passed my smell test. So, got that. Pretty awesome. Looks like it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeins or 5 balls in there. I picked up several batches of yarn that has got some crochet thread in it, because I use this for embroidery. I want to start doing doilies. I haven't started that yet. When I do, I'm going to take you guys along with me. Definitely check out my Patreons. We're going to find some of that. And for making dolls. So one of the projects I want to get started on here pretty quick is actually making crochet dolls. And I've seen lots of how-to videos on making eyes with embroidery thread. So there's a pretty blue color. There's a pretty green color. So that's why I did that. And then in this same bag was just several different balls. I'm not really sure what I'll do with that, because the way this was sold, it was in bags, like basically $1 bag. Pretty stinking awesome. So that was that bag. And I will come up with something. That's a really pretty pink color right there. So I'll come up with something for these, but I don't look at these and think of a certain project. Like when I look at that pink, I think, oh, that'll be a pretty scarf or a pretty shawl. Or something like that. Where this, I don't know exactly what I'll do with it, but it will be something for sure. Then this is my last Goodwill bag. I'm very excited about it. As you can see, there's more crochet thread. There were 6 spools in this, of various different colors, so I was very excited about that. Another spool of crochet threads, and it's got another pretty blue in there. So looking forward to that one. And then this last one at Goodwill, there was tons at this Goodwill. There was tons and tons out there. But I didn't get all of it because, well, I don't have anywhere to put it right now, number 1. And number 2, like I said, I'm pretty picky on what I'll get. So this was a Hayfield Pretty Cotton Machine Washable DK. So Pretty Cotton DK, and it is 40 grams, made in England, Hayfield Textiles Limited, 52% cotton, 24% acrylic, 24% nylon, machine washable DK, Pretty Cotton. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 balls of this. And that is a very pretty cotton. I think it's very nice. I like that. There's enough here to make a bag or a shawl or a scarf or a hat. So there's plenty of goodies there to be made. So I was very tickled with that. So that was my little mini yarn haul from Goodwill. Then this huge box, my husband got on Facebook. Someone cleaning out their stash. It's huge. It's huge. Check this out. And this whole box was 20 bucks. Like the whole box. And this is the first time I've gone through it with you guys right now, because I hope I'm not shaking the camera too much. Okay. So there's several skeins of this, and I would guess that this is a red heart. And it looks like when I hold it up in this light, maybe this is a different yarn lot or a dye lot. But here's this, and I would say that this is probably just Super Saver. And this is a full skein. This is a full skein, and this is mostly a full skein. So that's 3 skeins. And here's another one. This is a brighter red, and I know this is Red Heart Super Saver, and this is a full skein. So very tickled with that. This is, I don't know what this brand this is. It is a pretty significant amount of a roving style yarn. So I'm very pleased with that. So I'll call that 1 ball. And this is more probably a Super Saver, that bright red. And to quote my husband, he said, it looked all right, but I didn't bury my nose in it like you did. So apparently he didn't want to do that. So this is another like roving style. I'm not sure what it is, just a roving style black. So let's see, 3, 6, 7. I won't count this. This is probably just a remnant, probably just a Super Saver or something. So not sure with that. Wow. This is an old one. Miracle Wash. Knitting worsted weight. Color matches every time. No dye lot. Stain release built in. Wool look, wool feel. Machine washable and dryable. I'm trying to find, it's called Peat Brown. What is it made out of? 4-ply, shrink resistant, wool look, wool feel. I think it's an acrylic. But anyway, I don't know why I'm such a dork. I really like getting these weird brands or older brands that you can't find anymore. I think that's really neat. And this has to be an acrylic. But it does not say it on here. Cool in summer, warm in winter, transfer moisture. It has to be acrylic. But anyway, I'm going to say that's a skein of acrylic. It's a small skein. Doesn't feel like it's all there. Here's another one. No dye lot. Poppin' yarn. Premier quality yarn. 3 ounces, 85 grams. 100% acrylic, 4-ply worsted weight. So that's another neat one. That's something that it's pretty color blue. So I like that. This feels like a Red Heart Super Saver. It feels like it's most of a skein, if not the whole skein. I believe it's the whole skein actually, because it looks like it still has this little end on it. So that's a pretty blue. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Red Heart Super Saver Black. Red Heart Super Saver Black. Red Heart Super, this is an old Red Heart Super Saver Black. This is another probably Super Saver. This was partially used. Caron Perfect Match. No dye lot yarn. That's a black. It's a little softer than Red Heart. That's how you can tell what the difference is. So that's 15 skeins, or 15 balls, or 15 however. Here's some white Super Saver. This one's an off-white, and then these two are pretty just clear white, or bright white, or whatever you call it. So 18. Here's another one, Poppin' Yarn Premier Quality. I just love these, like these, I don't know, I think it's so neat. So it's another pretty yellow. And that's a little bit softer than Super Saver. That's a yellow Super Saver. 20, so 24 skeins in all for 20 bucks. So not bad at all. Poppin' Yarn, pretty pink color. The colors are actually prettier on camera with this little camera light than to my naked eye. So that's pretty cool. And then 3 brown Super Savers. This one's the most of a ball, and then these are skein, and these 2 are both complete. So nice little yarn haul there. So that's less than $1 a skein. That's pretty awesome. I'm very pleased with that. So, and for the smell test, no, it's fine. Nice and clean. You can tell it's been in storage for a while. That's okay though. It'll be in storage a little while longer until I get my room ready. I can't wait until I can do that with you guys and show you guys that. Construction should start very soon on our upstairs. We're going to, like I said before, redo my upstairs. Just waiting on funds to be released, and then we're going to order supplies. So construction should start, let's see, hopefully within the next 10 days. And then once that gets started, it's not going to take long. But I'm going to show you now my last little haul. So one of my favorite things to get when I go to the Goodwill store are purses. But I get the purses for the handles. So I'm actually going to cut this bag off and probably donate it back to Goodwill in case there's someone else that has a use for it. But I wanted these handles. So I got this bag for $3. And I'm going to cut it off and use the handles. To buy these wooden handles on Amazon, it costs a lot more than $3. But I got tons of bags because I use the leather handles as well. When I look at it, if it's something that can be easily deconstructed and reused, and the handle is in good shape, then I will use that handle on a bag. And I got this idea from Crystal at Bag A Day Crochet, so I cannot take credit for it. But I have this and a whole nother tote over there full of handles for bags that I want to make. So I need to get started on making those bags. So that was it. That was all of my little yarn haul here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. Check me out here and on Patreon. And I think that's it. Hope to see you soon. See you next time. Bye. Is my helmet okay? Hope so. Looks a little extra right there. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Here we go. Either way. Never heard of this brand. Oh, excuse me. Never fails. If I'm recording, I'm sneezing or I've got allergies or something going on. I promise it's not the Rona.